Hello, anime fans, back again with another What If. This is What If Deku can erase things. And where I ended off was Deku was telling do I have an intro? No. No, I don't have an intro. Alright. This is where I left off, is where Deku was telling his little brother about his test. And he was telling him that he had to destroy robots. There was this big scary robot, everyone ran away from it, and he did a cool flip, jumped and made it look awesome and saved the girl and everything. That cool. He ain't no little bitch. You could tell he black in this kind of mix, and so he talks to females, and he did not be like Iduri. He met a girl named Uraraka, and Deku's training with Aizawa's Deku's training with Aizawa, working on his scarf mastery or whatever, scarf fighting style, and Deku is hold up. Deku is right now. He's training with him while he's waiting. He asks Mr. Aizawa, is he getting in? And he said he can't tell him. So a few weeks go by, and Deku gets a note that says, "Young Midoriya, this is All Might, and I am proud to say that you made it into UA, and you have the top scores too." So Deku gets that news. He goes, tells everyone he knows. He tells it, tells his mom. His mom tells Kacha mom, and now Bakugo knows. So that's made Bakugo mad. Bakugo, I do not know if I gave him one for all. I think I gave it to Muriel. So let's keep it at that. Maybe I do not know. I should probably double check. I don't know who has all for one. If Bakugo does, he's getting stronger. If he does it, he's still getting stronger. So when it's time to go to UA and everyone's going where they're going, Deku's about to go up these steps. You see, he looks up, sees a frog girl. Wind blows, skirt shows. Wind blows up the skirt. And he sees something green. Deku blushes. Sue, as we know her, or Asui, also start blushing, and they get to know each other. Goes to class. Deku did get smacked. Yes, he did. But he can erase pain. So a mirror looks at it. It bounces off. Erase the pain. Simple techniques. So now they all sit down. Deku walks into class with Sue while they're still talking, and he sees Bakugo just chilling on the desk, just chilling, and sees this one guy with an engine on his legs saying something weird stuff, saying get off, stop it, or whatever. Deku doesn't really care, so he just walks back into the class and sits down. Then no, he doesn't care. So then he starts walking, and Bakugo yells, "How you don't beat me?" And I think I gave them a rivalry, but if I didn't, I'm giving it to them now. So they have a small rivalry. Bakugo's always say, "Why'd you beat me? I thought you was gonna have half of your power." Deku, he really was into the 0 pointer. So I'm gonna give them a rivalry because I don't know what past me did. I should rewatch my own videos, but I really don't like doing that. I have a soda. All right. I gotta get a drink. As I was saying, everyone finally gets quiet after a while and realizing, where's the teacher? As I sits up, says, it took you guys 10 sec, 12, 13, 15, 23 seconds to get quiet. Everyone outside. You go to the UA, go to the bathrooms or the changing room, change into UA clothes, and meet me outside. And if you're late, you're getting expelled. Do an exercise. Tell you more when you're outside. And Deku shows everyone where the changing rooms are, because I think he's the only one who knows. Alright, yeah, Deku's the only one who knows, probably. Probably someone else probably don't, but Deku is for sure who knows. They all change, everyone goes outside, Aizawa gives Deku the ball. He says, throw this and see how far you get. Deku throws it, literally not even hard. It goes up into the air and then disappears. Everyone's thinking that he just broke it or something, question mark, and the ball on the radar. Mr. Aizawa sees infinite. Technically, it's infinite because the ball does not exist anymore and it did not hit the ground, so that's the reason why. The strength, Deku erases the grip bar. I think he could probably do that. I think I will let him do that. But if he don't, he gets an average score. If he can, he gets full points. The raise, Deku. What can Deku raise for a race? He gets the same time in the side lunges. He races gravity. No, I know he could erase gravity on the ball. Get what? He races. I don't know what he races. He keeps everything the same. So he gets minimal. He gets an average score with exceptions to things he can erase. And if it involves strength, he gets a little above average. Just a little above just someone without strength, a strength enhancing quirk. So the pet test happens, no one gets expelled. I was joking. Deku didn't warn anyone about this. A few days go on, they're doing an actual class shown around the school. And then All Might, when it's time for hero class, All Might runs through the door saying, "Oh, I am here walking through a door. Go get on your UA, go get on your hero costumes. We don't do an exercise in training hall, whatever." How would outfit work? So, I'm thinking something like Kirishima with his lightning rod, but instead of that, like mirrors, sticky mirrors, so he have visual, and then some cameras on like his glove. He gets gloves. I don't have no picture in chat, and I don't find one. I might find one next time I make this one. But he got gloves on. Just imagine, I'm gonna go feet from toe. Red shoes, like, because that it looks dope. I ain't even gonna. Blackish green pants, tear jeans, because Deku's looking swag. I ain't even gonna lie. Tear jeans look the best in my opinion. Um, shirt. What kind of shirt? What kind of something normal, an average shirt? See, his hero costume doesn't really need a shirt. To be honest, he just any shirt basically he has on. But if it's for something, it's a black, or the shirt could change to white to be stuffy. He got gloves on his gloves, and he got on his belt too. He got some cameras in his glove outfit, and on his wrist where like watches, he got a shooter thing that can shoot mirrors, and the mirrors on the back of them can stick to surfaces. And I guess and it got a headset that can look through the cameras on his head, like Freezer, like someone from Dragon Ball Z Raider. He can look where stuff is to find out where's what, or see through what. In the mirrors, some of them do have cameras, so there's a plus on that. Um, all right. So now Deku, and let's hook him up with Jericho, the music girl, and versus Bakugo and Ida. And I don't know what I'm doing with this ship, so that's why I'm mixing with everyone. And Deku versus Bakugo and Ida, and Deku got the sound girl. Deku knows Bakugo's they'll be trying to go after him, but he can easily counter him. So they don't really form a plan, but they do form a plan really. They get told they can go, they start running. Instead of Bakugo going off looking for a fight, he's being a lot smarter, because Deku can erase almost basically anything he throws at him. And if he knows where he is, his quirk is probably gone too for a short period of time. Bakugo's really smart with this, and he's sticking with Ida for the time being so far. Ida and Bakugo come up with a good plan, block all the exits. Bakugo does tell Ida that Deku could sort of fly, so watch out for that, and watch out that for his erasing abilities too. There's no way of stopping it, no drawbacks, so be careful. Ida's thinking that's just gifted talent, so he's kind of scared, worried for almost anything. He's got to be a villain. He got to do his job. Be the star best he can. So Deku and Jericho finally made it to the room. Ida's pushing. Oh, this is Black Clover, pushing past his limits, and my hero going beyond plus ultra masters. Uses a perfect burst, moving so fast Deku can barely even keep up with him. So it's hard for him to race. Jericho's not haven't walked into the room yet, but she can see where he's moving because sound waves. So she uses a shock when she plugs her earphones into her feet like her normal outfit, and then uses a shock to throw Ida off. And Deku sees Ida And this is where Bakugo come from the ceiling, trying to throw something over Deku's head. It does work. It's a bag. It's a bag. It's going over Deku. Deku's beginning to not see. Ida did lose one engine off his left or right leg, whatever one you would like to choose. He does have speed. Bakugo thinks he's got this. He just got to keep this bag over Deku's face. Why the bag is over Deku's face? Bakugo's going to explode Deku and try to put the cuffs on him. But before any of that happened, the bag disappears. Bakugo, he gets erased. Bakugo is no longer with us. Deku is actually feared, and since Ida only has one engine, Jinx could touch the thing after receiving damage. Because Ida with one engine, that's tough, anyways. And Jinx, Jericho, whatever her name is, I don't even care. Deku came to a realization he can unerase now. So he brings back Bakugo, and he's going to practice with this. Bakugo is actually terrified of Deku now. Ida gets his other engine back after a time being because he re-erase, non-erase, or something. So he control what he erase and what he can unerase, such as if he wants something there, if he thinks of it, erase it from somewhere else and it puts it there. Yeah, that's his doing. He can make a pocket dimension of things he erased, or he can. I do. I really. Nah, yeah, he can make a pocket dimension of things he has erased. So he goes home, practice that for a while. Normal classes go on. They start practicing. Aizawa tells them, "Hey, they don't do some rescue squad, so get ready on a field trip." Everyone goes on a field trip. This is the part where everyone's asking who's the strongest. A lot of people do agree that Deku is the strongest, and Bakugo is not questioning this. He doesn't say anything, and we haven't met anyone really important yet, such as Mirio, because he probably has all for one. That's who I really do want to give it to now, or the big three. But after once they get to the the USJ, a portal start opening up. Deku asks Aizawa, "Is this part of it?" Aizawa says, "No, erase it." Deku erases the literal Korigiri, so half of the men doesn't even get to through, such as the Nomu and Shigaraki and the Kirigi, I guess, because he's not there. 13 uses Black Hole Destroyer. I'm knocking out a lot of the hero, a lot of the villains, and then Aizawa goes in to finish them off. Portal opens up again with only Shigaraki, with Shigaraki coming out first with the Nomu, and Kirigiri coming through his own self, and then he sees 13 destroying everyone, so he makes a portal of his own 13's black hole, and Deku sees this happening, so he erases that portal and the black hole. Deku's trying out his new ability, see that Kirigiri is a big problem, so he brings back the portal and the black hole, where Kirigiri is about to send separate. Kirigiri sending a portal to separate everyone. Deku erases that, and the villains are basically all the weak ones are almost defeated. Everyone in Class UA is down there fighting. 13's fighting, Aizawa fighting every student, and Deku's down there as well. And then Shigiri says, "Get them, Nomu. This isn't fair. We didn't know this kid, a monster, was a part of UA." Deku's questioning a monster. You haven't seen nothing yet. When then Nomi starts running at Deku, Deku reverses the portal where when it's about to hit Deku, a portal opens up in front of where it's hitting, and then hits Shigaraki, sending Shigaraki flying, knocking the hand off his face. And Shigaraki's mad. He didn't know Deku can do this. It doesn't really say nothing on Deku's data books. It says erased. And he's questioning, okay, just don't be looked. So it's Aizawa's part 2, or weaker. So he wasn't expecting all this extra stuff. Deku destroyed the Nomu with another portal he got off of Kirigiri, putting it inside Nomu and releasing the black hole he got earlier, which sucked itself in and slowly destroyed itself. Deku is telling Shigaraki and Kirigiri that you guys are going to the police, and then the Nomu regenerates, coming out of nowhere, hitting Deku. Deku is caught off guard, and he is sent flying. And this is the part where Kirigiri and Shigaraki escape, but Deku releases a bunch of mirrors in the area, and yeah, it releases shoot us off a bunch of mirrors into the area of all directions, erasing all the portals of the villain get out and erasing the Nomu just completely out of existence for a temporary moment of now. Um, Deku thinks, hey, if I can erase things and bring them back, what would my pocket dimension look like technically? So he puts up a mirror in his face on their way. They didn't really get really attacked, not like got injured, so the training is still, the rescue squad is still going on, so they do learn how to rescue. But on their way back, or before, no, yeah, when the cops show up, they go back to school and then home. On their way back, Deku's thinking, let me go to my own dimension. Pops off a mirror from his shoulders, some of his clothes, and are they in their super? Yeah, they're in their hero costume. And then puts the mirror and looks at himself, which sends him to the world, which has two portals, a Nomu, and one black hole. And Deku conquers. Time in there doesn't move, so Deku could be in there forever, basically. So he mastered technically. He's basically controlling the Nomu now. So the Nomu listens to Deku again. Deku and Shigaraki, and I guess someone who can destroy it. He doesn't sense power. He sense sense leadership. So Deku is now a leader of the Nomu, and he's there for whenever Deku needs him. Deku comes out of the portal and he realizes that he's been in there for a few weeks and he's still just on the bus. He goes back in there, takes a nap, comes back out. Still sees it. He's not even hungry when he's in there. So he continues on with training in his portal and becoming the ultimate person of all his quirks he can use. He can, if he erase things in his portal, it will send him back to reality along with Deku because he can't erase something and not go check up on it. So he automatically gets sent back unless he looks really quick. Then he can look at multiple things, sending them away, and such as friends or students if he ever decides to let people train in him. On his way home, he tells his mom about. He been told his mom about his new quirk, but now he tells his mom about the inside of his quirk. And he races his mom and his brother, and the Nomu is nice now, so Deku has the Nomu train them, and then Deku goes on living through without his days. So basically, a day go by. His mom, instead of pulling little things to her, can basically pull a whole car now. And it's not even that hard for her to do that. If she's trying, she can pull, which is a big thing. That's not too big. The strongest thing that she can pull is a bus, full bus with people on it. And his brother, trying to confirm, his brother now, he has a fire and slowly pulling things, objects to him, such as his mom and fire, and his dad. He can spit fireballs, control where they go, and then light stuff on fire from by almost near just looking at it and focusing on it. And that's been increased and improved, and his quirk has been shown now that it's in my what if. It's his quirk now. So Deku pulls them out after a day. They are in. They're almost unrecognizable. Deku can sense who they are from basically, if you know, like growing up with someone, you know all their stuff, so all their what they do normally. That's how Deku could tell. But when they go out shopping, such as his mom doesn't look a fatty, she looks like a baddie. And when she goes out shopping, people don't recognize her, and especially when Deku's brother goes to school, they think, "Oh, who's this kid? Got a fire." He always could breathe fire and slowly and kind of control where it goes, and then sometimes move it if he's focusing real hard. This kid, the new one, is just increased tenfold. So Deku lets them train whenever they want, basically. Deku this, Deku that. The UA Sports Festival has been brought to the Class 1's knowledge. So, I'm going to end it off here. And this is a good spot to end my what if. So, I'm ending it now. This is what if Deku had any race work. Part 2, and enjoy, and I would like to have 5 likes. Please and thank you. See you until next time. YouTube forgot about last week, but we don't talk about that.